Welcome to Rich House Comedy. Let's just cut all the BS, man. Bottom line, I like real comedy. I like comedians that do not mind offending anybody at all. So if somebody's offended, I'm laughing. If you like that type of comedy, stay here. If you don't, bye. See you later. I'll give you 3 seconds. Theo Von, 1 hour of most outrageous moments from Theo Von. This is part 3. Make sure you watch part 1 and part 2, and let's get right into it.
Cute. Bobby's so probably cute. Bobby. It's crazy. Bobby, even Bobby versus a black baby, I'd pick Bobby. And that's wild. You don't usually black baby wins.
Black babies are the cutest.
You know what I'm saying? Paper rocks black baby. Black baby wins every time, dude. But you do paper Bobby black baby, dude. Bobby beats black baby sometimes, man.
One time, the only game I ever went to for the Lakers was when Kobe scored 81 points. It's the only game I've ever been to in my whole life. And I shared like a bowl of peanuts in like some fancy club lounge. It was for players only, I think. And then I got a picture of Chris next to Chris Rock by the bathroom. And he was not happy about it. And I made his wife take it. Asked his wife to take it. And didn't make her do anything. This isn't a Me Too.
Who did we have? We had this dude named Brian Brian Purvis, the first wigger ever, you know, and they don't have him anymore. They have a couple left, I think, outside of maybe Cincinnati. Yeah. But he was like the first white kid that ever wanted to be black, and they'd never seen it before. And they put him in mentally handicapped classes because they thought he was mentally mentally challenged.
What?
Is that what they used to do?
Hey, y'all ever went to school with like a wigger, like a white dude that tried to be like black? Keep it real. Like, I wish that this crowd would start talking. I know y'all went to school with a wigger. Tell me about your wigger, man.
With wiggers?
Yeah. Well, they didn't know. They'd never seen it before. So they put him in there.
Wow.
So they had people that were really, you know, people that were just, you know, didn't know what was going on. Deaf people, blind people that were, you know, freebase victims, all kind of stuff like that. And then you just had Brian's Purvis just dribbling an invisible basketball, just wearing a Charlotte Hornets pullover, starter pullover, Apex, and just blowing menthols and at people. And they're like, oh man, we don't know what he has, you know.
Is Brian still in an institution or is he out?
No, he's out. Somebody sent me a picture of him the other day. I think he's in prison somewhere, he's in jail or in or out of jail. But I wish him well. He's a nice kid. He still looks the same, had nice eyes. I remember that he had pretty eyes for a young fella that had a rare disease, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But he was one of the wildest locally, you know.
All right. Elephant in the room. What in the hell happened to her eye?
People didn't know what was going on. Oh, we don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Science doesn't know.
Yeah.
And he was just, you know, nothing was wrong. He was just, you know, he bought Shaquille O'Neal's rap album and he just watched Space Jam all the time.
You know? You all right, God, bro? Okay, buddy? What happened? Was that a hate crime? Are we gay? What happened? I saw some images, and you had like a kind of a V-cut dress, and it was like about 10% of titty on each side, kind of gleaming out. You know,
gleaming
out, peeking out, boy. Just globing around the side, you know.
She's a comedian.
I'm falling in love, and I wanted to know how tall you were because I feel like I tower over you in these stilettos.
Okay, you can call them stilettos if you want. I call them working heels. I am a healthy 6'1".
Oh, nice.
Recently been tested, totally chill on the up and up.
Oh, well done.
Grew up in Covington, Louisiana, and our town's famous. Lee Harvey Oswald went to our middle school. Pistol Pete Maravich lived and died in our town.
Really?
Two good shooters. That's the joke that I use off of that.
That's crazy.
I think I just thought this was the only way, and I did hair, you know.
You did hair?
I spit into her hair.
Got it. Oh, right.
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, this is just when I look back on it now. I'm like, this is the only
now,
way.
Now, if you love a woman, you spit on their front side of their head. Yeah. So you weren't that.
Well,
far.
now I'll just lick under their chin.
You were close. Is that a thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
If a guy did that to me during sex, I would not be able to stop laughing for like 45 minutes.
It's called the Virginia Mud Trail. Have you heard about that? It's
What is
that? It was the Nantucket wine tasting.
Yeah, it's different now. That's when you had a grape.
Virginia wine tasting.
Intersects with something licking your face.
Yeah, that's when you eat grapes out from under somebody's arm, I think. And that's a Marina Del Rey wine tasting.
Theo Von!
Hey, John.
Right.
How are you?
Come sit down.
You bet, huh?
Good to see you.
Let's bang with our words, huh?
All right.
So
Do a little bit of. He was so old that.
yeah, he was so like the kids at school be like, my dad can beat up your dad, and I'd be like, your dad has more organs than my dad. But my dad used to bang your grandmother, and it was true because there was a girl in my elementary school class who my dad used to hook up with her grandmother in the early 30s.
Back to the secret, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dirty little secret. And one time I was with my boyfriend and I had put deodorant on and he, I guess, licked or his mouth was on something. And then I kind of opened my eyes and I just saw him go,
Yeah.
I was like, you know when you get deodorant in your mouth, like it's such an
You know what's worse? Perfume. Like if you lick a female neck and it's like mad
unmistakable consistency.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Because it like part of your tongue like goes numb.
Oh, that's called that's called the
That's not called.
I think it's called a Hartford back alley. Yeah. That's out of Connecticut. That's at Hartford back alley. When you actually lick a girl's armpit, you get deodorant in your mouth. Yeah.
And like
Hartford
you know
back
real dry?
alley?
Oh, yeah.
What is
Because it's an antiperspirant, so it takes all the moisture out of your tongue.
All of a sudden, you just got that like sandpaper on the tip of your tongue. And I saw him because I remember he did it, and I like squinted just to look over to see what he was doing. He was like,
My buddy used to do that when his grandmother would be too loud. He put a little bit of deodorant on her tongue.
no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did have her quiet down a little bit, and she didn't mind it. I don't think, 'cause a little bit of attention. But one thing I want to say is this. So, first of all, which puts you out of my dating class. I like a motel, you know what I'm saying? I like thin windows, you know what I'm talking about? I like it when a truck goes by, you fucking what type of truck it was, just from the Morse code of that window rattle.
Me
You know,
too.
you know, I like that thing. I like a couple of flies in the room, you know? I feel like when you come in, you already have roommates. You just don't know where they are.
Those are the best hotels. Like when you go to a hotel, I want to go to something where it's like they got the Corn Star movie on the TV.
You know what I'm saying? I like that just dirty hole. 6 and 4, baby.
Who got
Baby
6 and
Blazers.
who got 4? What, is
No,
the
that
6
was
the
our
loss or the
schedule.
win?
6 is the win. You only do the wins first.
Okay, got 6 and 4. Got it.
Yeah, 6 and 4, baby Blazers, dude. And one of our players had to quit at 12 because he got a woman pregnant, dude.
At 12?
Yeah, and it was a black guy.
A
Some people were
woman or a
thinking it wasn't,
girl?
It was. He got a girl.
How old was she?
They were in love, I guess, but they were children, you know?
Yeah.
She was probably 16.
Because he wasn't trying to get her pregnant by spitting on the back of her neck. He did it the right way. He knew how to get it done.
I'm glad the birds and the beanstalk that I got came from a hairdresser. That's the one thing I'm happy about. I used to work on this farm in the summer times outside in Natchez, Mississippi. And they had and this dude, Don Blankenstein, was the pool guy every year, right? And he'd come out there, and I'd keep an eye on him because the dude weighed probably 700 or 800 pounds, bro. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He broke the gate every time he come in. He fucked.
The lifeguard?
He was, you know.
How can you be a lifeguard? 800 pounds.
Bro, he gets in the pool. Trust me, nobody's drowning, bro. All the water's out, and the kid who's sick is laying right there at his feet.
Boss at the pool.
No, he was the guy who came to put the cleaner in the pool.
Oh no.
And so, but he'd open the gate, bro, and every time he'd walk through it and bring both sides of the gate down. Like he was just he was gonna die soon, you know, when you saw him. You know, so you treated him well. And that's one thing I like sometimes about seeing huge people. It reminds you how to treat other people. Because you're like, oh, this person isn't gonna be alive very long, so you would be extra nice to him. And so, but then Don, one summer, I'm out there laying by the pool, and this skinny guy comes in. You know, he could have fit through the gate with 90 of his, you know, quintuplets or whatever. And he comes through the gate, and I'm like, who? And he keeps talking to me. Yeah. And I'm thinking the guy's kind of a, you know, peppermint hunter, bruh. You know what I'm saying? A little tender. And it turns out it's Don Blankenstein. He got the stomach thing, and he lost all the weight. And he was a different person, though. He wasn't the same. I don't know. It wasn't the same, and our relationship was never the same as when he lost the weight. Well, no worries. Keep doing this. In a little bit, we're going to do an Aziz Ansari act out in case like we're at the same place and you have to rest. You know?
Was she on Tylenol PM?
She wasn't. So
no,
we can
she's
take that part
22
out.
and she's smarter than
But
I
being
am.
22 is like being on Tylenol PM.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's the Tylenol PM of age. But no, we will do a thing in a little bit where when this Tylenol PM sets in more, where how a man should behave around a woman.
A woman who's intoxicated.
Who wants to rest.
I almost said incarcerated. It's starting to kick in.
And make sure you get one of the.
She's not funny to me.
That's right, because the intoxicated role play and the incarcerated role play.
Very different role, different orifices, frankly.
Totally different. Yeah. Well, you're tall too. It's not fun trying to tall girl, really, honestly.
Oh no. Really?
I mean, here's the thing. I come in, I'm that Polish bad boy. I roll in at 6 feet, you know. I'm that Polish Nicaraguan, I'm that, I roll in at that, just that basic height. And so, and it's hard. It's definitely, you have to have a little bit more of a plan. You got to really want to.
A bad idea.
The Theo strain?
That strain, boy.
The strain, dog.
Makes you it'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
There was a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
Well, that's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them.
Oh.
And that's one of the things that's beautiful about sometimes being in a small town is, it doesn't take long for you to hear shit yourself.
The best joke I ever heard, some guy said, I don't even know who said it. He said, when I masturbate these days, it looks like two white guys getting out of a submarine.
Oh,
Hunt for the Red October.
And I thought that was the best joke ever.
Isn't that
Here's one
Bobby
of my
Lee's
favorite
wife?
jokes. What's the last thing you want to hear when you're giving a blow to Willie Nelson?
What?
I'm not Willie Nelson.
Oh, no.
That's a good
I don't
one.
know who told me that. But God, that's a good joke, man.
I hate that thing.
Well, you think?
I mean, there's just more. I mean, not in like if I know you know, but if I just see you, dude, walking by, yeah, dude.
More than you?
Oh, dude. I'm like, who's this? Bro, you look like a mechanic from Nordstrom Rack, dude. That's the problem, dude. You're like, damn, I didn't know Nordstrom Rack did tires, This dude looks like a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Hooking up with one of these guys, and I'm like, you idiot. You get to hook up with me right now. I don't do this all the time. I don't hook up.
Yeah.
And I just but I was feeling so great that night.
I think she lying.
And it was such a fun night that I was like, I deserve this. I deserve to get fit tonight. And so
I'm taking it behind the bowling alley tonight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Break out the buckets of gravel in the distance. Let's let's party, dude. Fire
get your
away.
rocks ready.
Fire away.
It's amazing. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how it comes together, like
There's no plan,
what
nothing.
the pomade situation is. If anything, like I'm so curious if there's like a dry shampoo or is there an oilless gel. Is this like a hot oil? Is there a
It might be a VO5
Is there
thing.
a glue gun involved?
VO5.
I'm just not sure.
Oh, it's all, but the back is all done at Michael's Crafts.
There is. There is a very mysterious process involved in it. Like, can people touch it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's petable, dude. And so many fucking raccoons come out when I'm out outside my yard. I'm not even joking, dude. So
They're like,
many.
Dad?
Oh yeah.
We didn't have a lot of Asians, man. We had there was a rumor of an Asian when I was first.
He said a rumor.
I'm not sure.
What was the rumor?
The rumor was, and I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before. They had a rumor that there was an Asian kid, right? And this is after, because we got a Latino kid. Yeah. We got a Latino kid.
Yeah.
Named,
Not a family, just one kid.
Congratulations.
One guy. Nicholas was his name, and he had a little bit of light facial hair.
Nicholas,
Everybody was fired up about that. Fired. There was a lot of rumors and stuff going around about that.
Yeah. A lot of rumors going around.
Because people had never seen that on children. It was like,
Wait, be light hair on the face?
yeah, like this.
Yeah.
People were like, he's trying to grow a sideburn on his chin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, cool, Theo.
You wearing shampoo?
No, I'm.
All right, guys. This is the last part of the video. Y'all want the last part? All you got to do is write last part, and we will finish off the 1 hour of most outrageous moments with Theo Von. All right? So y'all let me know in the comments. Also, if y'all got suggestions on other things that you want me to react to, let me know, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here.